Well, while the legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively heats up, the gossip line.
Yeah, in an amended complaint to the New York court.
Girl actress has begun to share the toll it's having on her personal life.
Working under an editor, she said the most difficult person that she has ever worked with and the rudest person that she had ever worked with was Blake Lively.
Lively's complaint accuses Baldoni, who is also the film's director, of creating a hostile work environment and trying to ruin her reputation after she expressed her concern.
The retaliation campaign relied on more than just publicists and crisis managers spinning stories. They also retain subcontractors.
Defendant Blake Lively has unequivocally left them with no choice.
In the often turbulent and perpetually fascinating world of Hollywood, where the allure of fame and fortune can be both captivating and fleeting, and where a single misstep can have devastating consequences, the legal battle between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively has rapidly escalated into a major spectacle. The unfolding legal proceedings, marked by a series of intense accusations, counterclaims, strategic courtroom maneuvers, and the relentless flow of information to the media, have captivated not only industry insiders and dedicated fans, but also the broader public, who are witnessing the drama unfold with a mix of curiosity, fascination, and a sense of voyeuristic interest. The legal conflict, which has become a major talking point, centers on allegations of on-set misconduct, contractual disagreements, and substantial financial claims. This highly publicized case provides a unique and, at times, unsettling glimpse into the intricate workings of the entertainment industry, the often unforgiving nature of the legal system, and the pressures that can both shape and ultimately destroy a career. The future careers and reputations of both Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively are, quite literally, at stake, and the unfolding events have the potential to reverberate throughout the industry for years to come. Before we delve deeper into the details of this unfolding legal drama, we would like to ask you to subscribe to this channel and hit that like button. We truly value your opinions and insights, so please feel free to share your thoughts and comments in the section below. Your perspective is always welcome and appreciated.
I think the idea that people think that they know you, I think because of how intrusive media is these days, people care so much more about your personal life than they do your work, and if you aren't open with your personal life, then they just make it up for you and share it for you.
The legal conflict, which has dominated headlines and social media feeds, was initiated by Blake Lively. The actress, known for her talent, charisma, and significant public presence, filed a lawsuit against Justin Baldoni and other parties. The lawsuit alleged that Baldoni had engaged in certain actions on the set of a film project that had created a hostile work environment. The allegations, which were the subject of much discussion, painted a picture of a difficult and challenging atmosphere. The lawsuit also claimed that these actions had caused Lively significant emotional distress, as well as damage to her professional reputation. The impact on her career was also a key component of the claims. In order to seek redress for the alleged harm she had suffered, Lively sought substantial financial compensation. The total amount of damages sought in the lawsuit, according to various reports, reached a staggering $250 million. This legal action, the filing of the lawsuit, set the stage for a high-profile and potentially career-altering confrontation between the two individuals.
A lot of it's my real-life clothes or my husband's clothes or my girlfriend Gigi's clothes. I was borrowing some...
Wait, that's kind of amazing. So you have something of Gigi's in the movie.
Yeah, it's like a wedding, like something old, something borrowed, something blue, something new.
Wait, which one? Now I want to think of the scene.
Oh, I'm wearing her stuff all over it.
Oh, really?
Tons of like Bodhi, which is with the suit now that I'm wearing is Bodhi. It was meant for my husband, but I borrowed it.
His suit?
It was meant for him to wear, but it's so pretty. Look at it. You guys are not getting it in the shot.
The legal proceedings, which have drawn intense scrutiny from both the media and the general public, took a dramatic turn when Baldoni responded to Lively's accusations by filing a counterclaim. The counterclaim, a move that sought to turn the tables and to place Lively on the defensive, alleged that he had been the victim of extortion and defamation. Baldoni, as a result, was seeking damages of $400 million. The decision to file a counterclaim significantly raised the stakes. The $250 million that Lively sought, added to the $400 million that was being sought by Baldoni, created a combined total of $650 million. The enormous financial sums involved, the potential for financial liability, and the reputational concerns that were being expressed created a sense of high drama and also generated a great deal of speculation. The amounts of money were hard to comprehend.
She said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience. And
Were you reading romance novels?
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much. My wife was in bed next to me, and she's, I got snot coming out of my nose.
From the very outset of the case, the video emphasizes that neither side seemed willing to concede any ground, any advantage. Both parties, as the reports have indicated, are determined to defend their reputations and to protect their livelihoods. The video highlights that both sides from the beginning were ready to fight and were determined to fight to the finish. The first major day in court was the initial court hearing, a session that, according to reports, lasted for approximately 90 minutes. Despite the limited amount of time, the presiding judge was able to make a series of key decisions. These decisions, which were immediately noted by the media, set the framework or the parameters for how the legal battle would unfold.
Well, I actually knew of the film before I knew of Colleen's book, which is, I know, a unique entry point, but I think because I just have 1,000 children, I, have missed all of pop culture, and her significant impact in the world of books. I mean, so many of her books are on the New York Times bestseller. I mean, it's crazy.
A key issue that was addressed during the hearing, and one that has received extensive media coverage, centered on the question of how the attorneys for both sides would be permitted to communicate with the media and how they would be able to present their respective arguments to the public. The ability to control the narrative was viewed as being important. Lively's team made a request. They asked the judge to issue a gag order. The request was to restrict Brian Friedman, Baldoni's attorney, from speaking publicly about the case. The goal of the request was to prevent Friedman from participating in press interviews and from releasing evidence. However, the judge declined to grant the gag order. The denial meant that Friedman was not prevented from sharing his arguments.
We always tease each other. He was, after I gave birth, he was like, oh my gosh, if I lost you and I, went to the park with our 3 kids, I mean, think of the ladies I can. This is a horrible thing to say. And he's like, I mean, I've got a long list. And I was like, oh, really? Because I just have 1 on my list. I don't have anyone on my list.
And then it wasn't funny anymore.
No, it's so much more of a burn. He's like, wait, who? And I was like,
Tell me, he's guessing.
Think of someone. Bob Newhart, I don't know.
Before we move forward and go to the next part of the story, please do remember to subscribe to the channel and to hit that like button. And to help us even more, let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below.
I mean, I internalized that as opportunity. We had such a responsibility to this audience to deliver something and to have the opportunity to deliver something for a passionate group of people.
Yes.
As someone who is so deeply passionate myself, I was so excited about that. I would so much rather have that than people who are indifferent.
Blasé.
Thank you, and let's go. The judge had to make the next decision. The judge made a decision regarding the issue of Lively's deposition. It was a point. Could Friedman, as the opposing attorney, question Lively? The decision was key. We will be back with more content, but please do remember to like and subscribe.